Hello, my hospice family. Welcome back to DunsHospice. I literally was just on, guys, and then I switched the video off because I wasn't sure if I was live or not. But we're back. And I was saying that I am going to make a live video. I mean, not a live video. This is a live video. I'll be making long video, like a long one about this very topic, okay? I will be making a long video about this topic, but for now, I wanted to come on here and return. Okay. Good afternoon, guys. Where are you all? Where are you all? I don't know why. I'm live. Okay, I am live. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, good. So I'm going to be talking briefly, guys. I don't have much time. I think I mentioned that earlier. I'm only gonna be on here for about 10 minutes, guys, for about 10 to 15 minutes. Um, but like I mentioned, I will be doing a longer video. Okay, I will doing that. Um, Hi, my beautiful hospice family. Hello, guys. Hi, welcome, welcome to Duns Hospice. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Duns Hospice, guys. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Nurse Dawn, and I am your RN hospice nurse. Hello, everybody. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the signs, okay? The signs and symptoms. Only four. I'm going to give us the top four signs and symptoms of what happens when somebody's at end of life, okay? For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Here we talk about death and dying. We talk about end of life care, hospice care, anybody on palliative care, okay? This is your channel, okay? This channel is dedicated to the caregivers, okay? I am a real live RN, registered nurse since 2010. And I dedicated this channel to you, my caregivers. Anybody who's diagnosed with a terminal illness, anybody who's taking care of somebody under hospice care who's dying, this is your channel, okay, guys? And I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to be on here for too long, but I am planning on making a long video about this topic, okay? Because I believe that this topic is very warranted, okay? We all could use this topic. So I'm going to briefly talk about the signs, okay, just four. And please, okay, please ask me any questions that you may have, okay? If you have any questions about these four signs and symptoms that we are going to be discussing, please, I ask, don't be shy. Okay, don't be shy. I'm here to serve you. I work overtime, you all. I'm a full-time mom. I work full-time and I'm doing this for you guys, okay? In my spare time, any little spare time I get, I dedicate it to serving you, my hospice family, okay? My online family. Okay, so that being said, the number one sign that you're going to realize and see in your loved ones is that they're going to be extra sleepy. They're going to be sleeping more, and they're also going to be unresponsive. Okay, so if somebody spends 18 hours a day, literally, they'll spend 18 hours plus in bed sleeping. Okay, so if they used to get up for lunch, okay, get up for breakfast, and now they stay in bed. Okay, so if somebody used to be the kind of person who would get up and get dressed, you know you would put them in bed, and now it's really hard for you to wake them up, and then they might tell you, oh, just leave me alone, I want to stay in my bed. you know or if you have I have had examples where I would have the daughter calling me saying, nurse, nurse, my dad been sleeping all day. you know he don't even want to get up to eat. He just wants to sleep all day. And I tell them, it's okay, listen to the body. Listen to the body, whatever the body wants. Listen to the body, because now the body needs to conserve energy. The reason why the person is sleeping a lot is because the body needs to conserve any little energy that it has. You know what I mean? Because everything is shutting down. And also, when the person sleeps more, they're also less appetite. And if we're not eating, then we don't have energy. But that's another symptom. But the number one sign, okay, is increased lethargy. Increase lethargy, increase fatigue. Your loved ones. Can you guys hear me fine? I think you could, right? Let me increase my volume. Yeah. Your loved ones will be unresponsive also. So, meaning that they'll be laying there, they'll be laying in bed, breathing, but oftentimes you may not be able to wake them up. It will seems like they might be like in a coma, but they're not. Their eyes will remain closed. You could call their name out. You'll be like, mom, mom, dad, dad, Sally, Sue, Latasha, wake up, you know, and then they will not be able to wake up. They'll just be laying there, breathing comfortably. Okay, so that's number one. The number one sign is increased fatigue, increased lethargy. Okay, increase sleepiness. All right, because normally we sleep what, 6 to 8 hours a night, and that person could be in bed literally 12 to 18 hours a day. Okay, so number one is increased sleepiness. Okay, all right, and they also may speak slowly. Okay, they will respond a lot slower. Okay, or they may stop responding altogether. Okay, so that's number one. Now, number two, this one is very hard. This one right there, my beautiful hospice family, this is the hardest one of all. Number two is that your loved ones will stop eating and drinking. Yes, yes, yes. And this is so hard for us to watch. And I want to encourage you, okay? I want to tell you that I want to encourage you. I want to share with you, you as a caregiver who's watching, and you may feel guilty. You may feel guilty. You may feel like, oh my goodness, am I doing something wrong? You know, um, is there something wrong with how I'm cooking now? Or, am I starving my loved ones? Because, we may feel really guilty because of the fact that our loved ones don't want to eat. You might start to blame yourself. But I want to encourage you, my caregiver, it has nothing to do with you. Okay, you are not at fault. It's not your fault. It's the fact that when the body is shutting down, and I'm kind of talking fast because I have to go, guys. I have to go. But very soon I have to go. But that's why you have to subscribe. Please subscribe, okay? Subscribe, be part of the family. Like I said, I am in the process of making a longer video just about this, okay? Check out my videos. I have plenty of videos about end of life. That would be a definite benefit to you, okay, guys? But like I was saying, increase lethargy and increase and not being able to eat. Okay, not being able to eat. So it's okay if they don't want to eat, because the body is shutting down, and oftentimes when the body is shutting down, that means we don't want to eat. Okay, it has nothing to do with you starving them. You are not starving them. And also, they are not in pain. Yes, that's another thing. I would have the caregivers call me and say, Nurse Dawn, is my mom in pain? She has not eaten all day. She has not eaten all day. Is she in pain? Is she in pain? And I have to encourage them and let them know, no, your mom is not suffering. Your dad is not suffering. It's just natural. It's a natural process. Okay, my beautiful Hustlers family, please understand that because I don't want you to blame yourself. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you are the caregiver, okay, where you are taking care of somebody who's dying, and one of the signs and symptoms is that they are no longer eating, they are no longer drinking. Please do not blame yourself. It's not your fault. It's the fact that the body is slowly shutting down. Okay. So that's number two. Any questions so far, guys? Any questions about those two signs and symptoms that I just revealed to us? Any questions? Let me know now. Talk now, speak now, or forever hold your peace, right? Is that what they say when people are getting married, guys? Is that what they say? That's funny. Um, but the thing is, okay, I am like I tend to try to make light of a heavy situation because I believe that end of life is life. Okay, end of life is life. I even wrote a book about that because I don't want us to feel sad and depressed and fearful of dying because it is part of the growth system. It's part of the growth journey. You know, we live, we grow up, we become an adult, and then we pass. But the point is that I want you to be empowered. Okay, I want you to have the power, the wisdom, the control to know how you want your end of life to look like. Okay, and also to know what to expect at end of life if you find yourself taking care of somebody at end of life, like your mom, dad, husband, spouse, things like that. Okay. All right. So number two is not eating. Number three, guys, number three is also very important. Okay, their breathing their breathing pattern will change. Okay, their breathing pattern will change. So such as they will either, you know they'll breathe and then take long pauses of not breathing at all. Okay, so that's another breathing pattern. Okay, they'll do rapid breathing followed by a slow breath, like very, very long. Okay, that's another breathing pattern. Okay, so if you notice your caregiver, I mean your loved ones doing that, please give them the medication, okay, that the nurse will suggest, and also call the nurse. Okay, let the nurse know because there are certain medications that we can give to them to help to calm the breathing down. And one of such medication is morphine. Okay, and I've done a lot of videos about the morphine. So the person will and then they'll just stop, and then they'll start again, and then they'll stop. Okay, so that's another major sign. If you notice your loved ones doing that, that means the end is close by. Okay, the end is near. Okay, my beautiful hospice family, like does that make sense? Hmm? Let me know if you have any questions about that. Let me know. Like I said, I am going to make a longer video about this topic. Okay, and the last but final one is that you may notice that their skin will change. Okay, especially their extremities, like their feet, okay, will become like bruise like. Okay, we call that pooling, pooling. Okay, or their hands, I mean, because the circulatory system, because the circulatory system is not well functioning. Okay, it's not well functioning, so that's why that will happen. Okay, my beautiful hospice family. All right. Um, let's see. Yeah, like, you would see it in their hands, their feet, their, lips will change colors. Okay. Okay. Their skin will become like a purplish bluish color. Like I said, especially their lower extremities. Okay. All right. So once again, this happens because the circulatory system is slowing down. It's getting ready to shut down. Okay. Everybody is getting ready to shut down. The factory is getting ready to shut down. Okay, my beautiful hospice family. So that's what I wanted to share with us today. Okay. That's what I wanted to share with us today. These four symptoms. Okay. These four symptoms of, dying. Let me know if you have any questions. Please subscribe if you have not done so. Give me a like, share this video, but come back, guys, because like I said, I am in the middle of editing. Okay, I am editing while I'm working with on my job. I'm also working for you guys. Okay, I am editing. All right, so come back, come back, come back, come back. I love you as always with the love of Jesus Christ. Be good to yourself and each other. Mwah. Take care, guys. Love you.